Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, and welcome to Unturned 3.14.11.0, the first update of April, and this week's update is quite interesting, and I'll just leave it at that. There are some very interesting things that were added in this week's update. Let's get right into it. Now, I think a good way to approach this is by going over some of the actual additions into the update, and one of which is quite exciting: rotation of objects. This has been something that's been requested for quite a while, and I'm definitely excited to see it added into the game. We can now organize our inventories to much more of a degree. As you can see here, I have my 3 scopes here, and instead of making them like so, and then not being able to put this one here, and I'd have to put them down here, or maybe put it like that. That's kind of how we had to handle these 1x2 shaped objects or other sort of irregular shaped objects. Now we can organize them in ways that we haven't been able to do before by rotating them, and now we can fit 3 scopes in a gas can in our hand slot, something that we weren't able to do before. So pretty exciting. You can rotate any sort of object in the game, whether it's a gun or an explosive arrow, which I'll get into in a little bit. Also, like 1x1 objects, things like this. I mean, it's a little silly to rotate these things, but I guess you can put the gas can. Oh, I guess it won't actually let you, but for things that are, they don't require rotation, it won't let you rotate them. But you can rotate objects, you can fit more things in your inventory, and that's always nice. Also, when it comes to like instant clicking stuff in and out of your inventory and into storage and stuff like that, it will automatically rotate the objects for you like that. So that is also pretty cool in that regard. So anyway, that's item rotation, pretty sweet. If you'd like to rotate items manually, you can left click them and make it to where the item is paired to your mouse, and then click R and it will start rotating that object. Very nice. Also, when it comes to storage and accessing storage in general, instead of control right clicking to get the item in and out, you also have the option of right clicking and clicking take, and right clicking and clicking store like that. It's kind of pointless when you can just control right click and it's much faster, but for the little newbies out there that really like to right click their stuff and handle everything that way, they can now remove and take objects or store and take objects in and out of storage like that. Also, when you inspect gas cans and canteens, it will now tell you whether or not that fuel or canteen or whatever it is empty or full, and in this case it is empty. And this is actually quite useful. You no longer need to equip the gas can like so and see that it says empty down there. You can easily see it by right clicking. Anyway, so that applies to canteens and gas cans. Also, moving on to explosive arrows. This is something that I think you guys are going to be quite excited with, and myself included. I mean, this is explosive arrows that we're talking about here. I think I'm entitled to enjoy something like this. This works the way that you would expect it to. Now, I haven't personally used one of these new fandangled explosive arrows myself, but my assumption is that this can be found and or crafted using maybe C4 or stuff of the sorts, and it explodes either on contact or a short amount of time after shooting it. So we're going to try it out here. On a zombie, of course. This is going to be quite interesting. This is going Call of Duty style. If any of you guys have played Black Ops with the crossbow in that game, sticks and stones, whole lot of fun with that. Civilian vest at the baseball stadium. Interesting. Anyway, oh my gosh. So it does explode on impact. It is a one-hit kill. This is going to be absolutely insane. Man, that is crazy. So you could just run around, you could be bunny hopping, and then just like, boom, oh, I missed. Alright, well, those are the last of our explosive arrows. I didn't really get to show you guys, but it is a legendary quality, so this is going to be something that's super rare and difficult to craft, so keep that in mind. This isn't going to be something that you're going to see very often, but when you do see it, you'd better go run and hide, because this thing can very easily kill you. So anyway, those are the explosive crossbows. Pretty sweet. And also, moving on to explosions, there is a buff to a weapon that I think is quite interesting that may or may not be affiliated with today's date. Now, this is what Nelson had to say about the balance of this weapon. The second most common suggestion is that the sports shot is absolutely useless trash, and this is very true. The sports shot has almost been somewhat of a meme in the Unturned community as just being the worst weapon of all time in regards to damage, and the community wants it to be buffed. So, after contracting a Scorpion 7 team to examine the weapon's configuration files, they reported back that this was correct. The sports shot rocket barrage capability was broken. So, I luckily have a Sportshot here. Man, this is gonna be very interesting for PvP servers. Alright, I see some unsuspecting zombies here that may think I'm holding a measly Sportshot, but the Sportshot is not so measly anymore. Cause check this thing out. It shoots mini rockets. Oh my gosh. It's still not that damaging. But I mean, yeah, this is the Sportshot for you. You also need to be a little bit careful. I'm hitting these guys directly with these explosions, and it's still missing them, or it's still not killing them. There we go. So it is a 10-round burst gun now. All right, it shoots all 10 shots in its magazine all at the same time. That is the new buffed Sportshot. You guys clearly were complaining that it had some terrible damage, and Nelson delivered, or should I say the Scorpion 7 team delivered in regards to the Sportshot buff. By the way, today is April 1st. Also, with today being April 1st, Nelson has this to say about the new edition of the grocery bag gift crate. The most frequent request I receive is people asking, Nelson, when can we finally eat our food fashionably? It was immediately apparent that this was the most important gameplay issue to resolve, so I began researching different ways to enhance the experience. For example, by motion capturing cool trick and flip animations while eating. Today's update is the first step in the right direction. With the new grocery bag drop, you can finally get rid of your old, boring, drab food colors and stylize them to match your fancy outfits. Yes, that is right. It's not a joke. Well, maybe it is a joke. We have now reached a level of MLG on Unturned that we can't comprehend, boys. And I got so excited to trick out my canned beans here today that I bought myself 11 grocery bags. I went grocery shopping, you know it, and I am excited to get some awesome skins for my canned beans. Let's start unwrapping these. Oh my good golly gosh, this is some crazy stuff here today. Now, it looks like we got for ourselves a magma canned beans. Alright, let's inspect this thing. I think the canned beans may have been a little bit overcooked with that one. Did I just get a mythical? No, I didn't, dang it. Okay. I haven't really gotten much of anything interesting so far. I'm really hoping to get a mythical. I think it would just be the most amazing bragging rights on planet Earth to have some sort of mythical canned beans. It's just so silly. It's so silly, but you know, this is Unturned we're talking about. This entire game is silly. Hey, Hypertech canned beans though. This is the one thing that I wanted. This is sweet. Check this thing out though. Oh baby, look at that. That's sweet. Do you guys think that I should do a more comprehensive opening of these canned beans? Maybe post a video or stream it? Because I am destined. I need to get a mythical canned beans, and I will not stop until I get one. I don't care what it is. I don't care what mythic it is. As long as I have a mythical canned beans, I am set and I am good to go. And I will not stop until I do that. So I need you guys to vote on the poll card right now whether or not I should stream or post a video opening up like 100 of those grocery bags. One thing that I do recommend you guys do in this week's update is to head into the game and take note of your FPS, because this week's update made the game swap to deferred rendering, and that, at least in my instance, has increased my FPS by almost 70%. I am not joking, 70%. There was a massive improvement on my end, but I want to see if it worked for you guys as well. Go check it out, see if you're getting some better performance. That was a pretty big major thing that was added in this week's update. And aside from that, there were still some minor things that I didn't cover, but if you guys would like to check those out, as always, I will put the full update post in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish, because MeLikeBigBoom is out.